Hi everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Sewing. I'm Caroline and I started sewing about 3 or 4 months ago. I previously have a video called Make 9 2025 if you'd like to look at that. And I've also decided to do a Make 5 2025. The Make 9 is based on Big 4 patterns. So I decided I'd like to do some independent ones as well. And so that's what Make 5 2025 is all about, although there is a bonus one as well. I hope to make these 15 items over the next year. I figure it'll be about one every 25 days or so, 20 to 25 days. So we'll see if I can get that accomplished, but I'm really excited about it. Some of them I think are going to be quite challenging, but that's okay. We'll just dive in, and there's lots of support out there, I know. So let's start with the independent pattern number 1. The first pattern is the Aisling blouse by Jennifer Lauren. Love the shape of this, the square neck, just really, really nice blouse. When I see a pattern, I often am attracted to it because of the fabric that the pattern is in, and I won't always follow that, but I like to try and mimic it often if I can. And in this one, I definitely would like to. I may use new fabric, but I usually try and do it in a 12 first. And if that turns out great, I may do a second one in new fabric, but I usually start with the thrifted fabric if I can. So for the Aisling blouse, I have this thrifted IKEA duvet. It's 100% cotton, no polyester, so that should work out quite well. And it's a pretty nice weight of cotton, so I think there'll be the structure there, because I think with this Aisling blouse, you need the structure of the cotton for the square neck and the facing that goes along with it. So that's the fabric that I'm going to try. There's obviously lots here. If I need to have 1, 2, or 3 tries at it, it's a nice big bulk of fabric. On to independent pattern number 2. The next pattern is the Hamden Dress by Cashmerette. I belong to the All Access Club with Cashmerette, and this is a subscription I paid for the year. Once a month, they come out with a new pattern that is included in your subscription, and there's also a whole bunch of other support and wonderful videos. And you also have access to all the patterns released previously from the beginning, I believe, of Cashmerette. So I have downloaded 4 or 5 of those, and the Hamden Dress is one of them. Love the look of this. And again, I'm so attracted to the fabric choice here, the horizontal stripes and the pockets, and that, just such a beautiful summer dress. And this looks to me like it would be great in cotton or linen. I have this, again, a thrifted duvet cover. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Actually, I did consider briefly putting this on my bed, but I thought, no, I'm going to make a dress out of it. The nice thing about this duvet is it has this smaller stripe on one side, but on the other, it has, if I can find it here, a wider stripe. And these are actually 2 pieces of material, so lots and lots of material here, which is great. I'm not sure which one I like, the wider stripe or the narrower stripe for the Hamden Dress. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you've made it, how it turned out, whether it was good for a beginner who's made a few things but still finding lots of new things. So let me know what you think. Do you like it in the wider stripe, or do you think it would look better in the narrower stripe? What the model is wearing in the pattern looks to me almost like a stripe that's sort of in between these two, but I think it'll still have the same effect. So let me know what you think on that. On to pattern number 3. Pattern number 3 is a Style Arc pattern. Style Arc scares me, intimidates me. I've heard a lot of things about very, very minimal instructions, which for a beginner would be very difficult. I don't have the skill set yet to be able to know, oh, this goes here, this goes here. I definitely need to be hand-led through each step. Now, I have seen lots and lots of support. There's a Facebook group that I belong to. There's lots of sew-alongs on YouTube, including the Montana dress. What I did is I Googled the easiest style art pattern and the Montana dress came up, but only the basic dress, not the extension pack. And I want to do the extension pack that the model is wearing on the left with the multicolors. That's the one I would like to do. So and that's rated easy to intermediate or beginner to intermediate. So I think it'll be okay. I belong to Sew Virtual, which is a group put on by Sew Like Dottie. Her name's Allison, and it's just wonderful. Wonderful. We can ask each other questions and tell each other about what we're sewing and that kind of thing. And I have really enjoyed that. So I think there would be lots of help there, as long as I didn't hog all the time. So the fabric, again, is a thrifted fabric. It's this beautiful linen, just gorgeous here. And I hope there's enough. I actually haven't measured it out, so we'll have to see. I may have to make a change on that, but this is what I'm going to try. We'll measure it out first because I have started cutting on things previously and found that I did not have enough material. So I will not do that again and waste material. I didn't waste material with that other Nell blouse. I ended up making it into the blouse instead of the maxi dress, which was my first plan. This color, I wouldn't say is necessarily my color. I'm a winter. I look best in white and black and the jewel tones, red and that kind of thing. So this is definitely different, but I want to give it a try. It's thrifted fabric. I think it was like $4 for this. So I think it's worth giving a try too. And I'll definitely, if it works out well, I'll use one of my newer fabrics and maybe in a beautiful blue, or it would look fabulous. Montana dress would look fabulous in so many colors. So that is pattern number 3. On to pattern number 4. Pattern number 4 is a bra kit from a company out of Alberta, Canada called Ruby's Bras. And I love kits. I love kits. Especially as a beginner, they just help so much. You have all the material, the proper kind of material. You have everything included, especially for something like a bra, which I think is going to be fairly challenging. I have a bra size 44B. When I'm slimmer, it's usually a 44A, so it's really an odd bra size. And I tell you, I cannot find bras that fit. It drives me nuts. So to be able to make my own bras and have them fit properly would be a dream come true. So I've received the kit. It comes in this cute little bag. And it comes, you go on the website and you just pick the color and the style that you want. And it's this beautiful peach color, and it's got the elastic in that, the wide, which I really like. Comfort, it's all about comfort. And so that's something that I think will be quite challenging, but they have sew-alongs as well. So I'll definitely, and you can contact them. So I'm sure I'll be looking at that in detail and taking this very slow. But I would love, love, love to be able to make my own bras. If anybody has sewn a bra by Ruby's Bras, please comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you if you have made a bra from Ruby's Bras. It is definitely something that I think will be challenging, but I think it'll be good. A lot of you may have heard of the Tunic Bible. When I saw this, I thought, oh, I want that. It basically has 4 standard patterns that can be hacked into many, many different looks. The book is just filled with the most beautiful, beautiful patterns. and the patterns are included in the back. I have found a few sew-alongs for tunics, not a lot, but I think they were good. And I think the most challenging part of this is obviously the placket. You've got so many different things. I have done plackets before. These are a little bit different. The ones that I really like is this one, and I did buy this fabric from Fabricland to go along with it. It kind of mimics that, I feel like. It's a cotton blend. I think that would look really pretty. This sleeveless one here really caught my eye too. And although I didn't go with the green, I have gone with this cotton blend with a white placket contrast. I think that would look fabulous. So those are my options for this. I think once I get started on them, I'll probably make a whole bunch of them. They just are just a beautiful kind of blouse. They recommend that you make it out of linens or cottons, cotton blends. And I think once you've done a few, I think it would be just easy to whip them out in whatever color you want. And it's just such a classic style with all the different necklines and different options, and you can make a dress out of them. In the book, they have dress options as well. So that is pattern number 5. And even though I have named this Make 5 2025, as you can see from my original grid, there's actually 6 items. The 6th one is a bonus. I consider it a bonus. And it is a bag, just a little makeup retreat bag, but it's a kit again. You know, I love kits. I really want to get into making these kind of bags, all different kinds. And I've got lots of patterns. I have got library books and I photocopied a lot of the patterns. I've got a couple of patterns off McCall's. Got lots of different ones. But when I saw this kit online from Emmeline Bags, Emmeline Bags Inc., they're out of Alberta, Canada as well. I thought, oh, I'll get that. I think it was about $45 or $50 with taxes all included in shipping, but it'll get me started. It'll let me know everything I need. And there are sew-alongs for it in detail. There were 2 options to pick from. One had Canadian flags all over it, which I think is really cute and which I may do at some point. But the one I picked is this peach fabric with, I believe it's cherries on it. I haven't received it in the mail yet, but really pretty fabric with the matching peach contrast for the lining. And I think it'll help me really get on my way towards making those bags. And I plan to give them to family for gifts, for birthdays and Christmas. And my 3 granddaughters I know would love to have them for put makeup in or their jewelry or whatever they may need. It's really nice. You can almost never have too many of them, and especially if they're in a really pretty fabric. So that is my pattern bonus. So thank you very much for sharing this with me, and I hope you comment. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on any of the patterns, whether you've made them, whether they were a success or failure, and what your thoughts are for me as a beginner-ish sewist, and whether you think I might be a bit nuts having that challenge. But please hit like, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I've got lots and lots of plans for future videos, including the Make 9 and the Make 5 as I go. I plan on hopefully finishing those, as I said, about every 25 days or so. We'll see, to get me through the year, but I have plans for lots of other things. And I'd like to do some fabric hauls and some pattern hauls and just hear what other people have to say about those particular patterns. So thank you and goodbye.